that three is blocked. They get it to Davis, and here it comes. He jams it down. On the point, Bree Adams, lower and hard, and it's in! Off the stick of Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board. And he'll put it right on goal, and right into the goal! Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Interception, and two of those shouldn't have happened in my opinion. There's a one on the far side back in the late first, early second quarter, I believe. So I hope it. One-handed grab, oh my goodness! Matthew Ozendorf into the end zone on the touchdown. Grant Nelson will pull down the rebound. Nelson will go to the hoop and jam it down with a one-handed slam. Savage, the closest one there, don't quite get it off the far boards. Maddie Green will pick it up. She'll circle around, be closely contested there, and then picked up, shot on goal, and a rebound attempt, and another one, and it's in. It's Jordan Kesey with the goal, and it's 2-0 Bismarck Blizzard. Get it up to Pesa, Offern, and just robs it. Ross is able to shuffle it out to Crabtree. Milburn back up the court. Side three on the way, and it's in! Paige Thompson with the triple. Getting the face-offs down on this end of the ice, and they have pulled their goalie. And here's an opportunity, and no. Friddle, it's there, it's in! Friddle scored with 5.5 seconds to go! Caleb Friddle gets the goal, and we're tied at 1. 22 to shoot on the shot clock here. Hoverson for his 9th three. Yes, he got it! 9 threes for Hoverson. All right, welcome. Fargo Davies High School here, getting ready for the junior varsity game between the Grand Forks Central Knights and the Fargo Davies Eagles. Certainly appreciate you tuning in this afternoon here. Got the varsity game coming up after this one as well. And, well, that should be an interesting matchup. We'll see what Grand Forks Central learned from their the last time the two teams met. And then maybe we'll see if they can pull off another upset here or not. Last time the varsity teams played, Grand Forks Central won 77-69, thanks in part to 38 points by Ben Hoverson, connecting on 9 of 11 three-pointers. That's a pretty good percentage. You take 11 and you make 9 of them. A coach will take that any day. And we're underway here in the first half of play. Maschenbacher will take it away. Bounce past the Savage. Up strong and in. Nice job there by Brady Savage and get the Eagles on the board. Loose ball picked up by Latrell Davis. Davis looking down court, gets it to Maschenbacher. He'll go down to the baseline. Back out to Davis. Thought about the three, now cuts into the paint, to the hoop, and draws the foul. Free throw in, 3-0. Last time the varsity teams played, the guys you see on the court that you normally see towards the end of a varsity game did not get any playing time in that game. Latrell Davis did get a couple of minutes against the Knights in that varsity matchup, but at least I think he did. Maybe I'm thinking of the JV game. No, if he did, he didn't score any points according to my notes. Maybe he didn't get to play in that varsity game, but usually you see them in the end of the varsity game there, but in that one particular instance, they did not get into play. believe that was Tyler Renz, number 2. Now Carter Hills will bring it over the timeline here for Davies. Works up top, Moschenbacher with a 21-foot 3 off the back iron, won't go. Nick Veris picks up the rebound, back down the other way, battle for the rebound. Won by Prudhomme, gets it to Hills, up court to Savageau. Savageau backtracks into the corner, feeds into the paint for Moschenbacher, and a travel. Free throw line jumper up, and in and out won't go. Latrell Davis with the rebound. Hills cuts into the high post, pops it out. Savageau, 3, in and out, won't go. Prudhomme with the rebound underneath. That one will not go. The Knights will pull down the defensive board and bring the ball back the other way. Very dangerously close to an over and back there. I think Lorenz's toe went over the midcourt stripe. But no call, play will continue on. That's Nick Veris now up top for, I believe that's Joe Newton. And Newton will get the bucket up and in. Knights are on the board. They've cut the lead in half, 4-2. A little under 15 and a half to go here as Moschenbacher brings it over the timeline. Now Davis down the near side of the lane, off the glass and in. Nice job there by Latrell Davis. That's Newton. He has the lone bucket for the Knights so far. Pops it out far side. Now driving baseline against Latrell Davis. Loose ball, Prudhomme, Davis, and it'll eventually end up in the hands of Moschenbacher. I think he intended that pass for Savageau, but then it bounced off the knee or something of Tyler Renz and ended up in the hands of Latrell Davis, and as a result, it's a turnover. Pressure in the backcourt here by the Eagles. Sam Strandell, number 15 for the Knights. Yeah, a nice block there by Savageau, clean block. Ball comes back out to Newton. Newton with a little half hook shot there, and he'll draw a foul. Earn him a trip to the free throw stripe. Off the front of the rim and an immediate whistle and another foul. That's 3 team fouls on Davies now. Oh wait, never mind. And the next free throw attempt will not go in. Hills with the rebound, gets it to Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher being guarded by Lorenz, and Moschenbacher will get around Lorenz, and the basket will not count, as there will be a foul on Grand Forks Central. Inbounds pass from the baseline comes into Savageau. Now up to Latrell Davis, and now into Prudhomme down the low block. Fakes left, spins to the right, to the glass, up and in, and one. Nice job there by Jacob Prudhomme. 8-3 now, stops the clock with 13:49. Prudhomme will be left alone at the free throw line as his teammates will go talk with Coach Hook. And that one will drop in. Inbounds pass is triggered for, that is Nick Veris. Veris will get it back and over and back. That was close. You might want to see the video replay on that one. I thought he was over the line, but Every time I've looked at a video replay, the officials got the right call. So one thing I've been impressed at is the officials' ability to call these correct calls at the speed of the game. 2 more for Latrell Davis, and it's 11-3. That time they got it over the stripe in time. Runs into a double team. Varus needs a little bit of help. That should be, okay, it's a foul on Fargo Davies. It's either going to go on Davis or Hills. We'll see who they charge it to. They're going to charge it to Hills. So Varus will trigger the inbounds pass into the backcourt there for Lorenz. Lorenz back to Varus. Back over to Lorenz. Lobs it up high on the far side. Loose ball in the paint, picked up, gets it to Davis. Davis going to the hoop, and he lays it in. A technical foul apparently has been assessed to the Knights. And that is Moschenbacher with the free throw. And the second one short. So the Eagles will get the ball back there as Moschenbacher converts on 1 of 2. They'll get it at the midcourt stripe. And Hills right to the basket, no problem, puts it up and in. Makes up for the missed free throw, 16-3. I believe that was a 3, and it's in. 16-6. Davis gets over the time stripe here, puts it into the hands of Hills. Now over to Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher looks down low, feeds it back over to Davis here in a couple of passes. Back up to Hills, back over to Moschenbacher. Catch and shoot, 3 is in. Nice shot there by Ian Moschenbacher. 19-6. I believe the JV team, if I remember correctly, scored in the low 80s last time these two teams played, and that'll be a travel. And another foul on the Knights. Triggering the inbounds pass is Zach Mitzel. That's Javin Bischoff into the lineup. Moschenbacher inside there for Carter Whitty. That one won't go. Whitty will get the loose ball rebound. I believe that's Brenner Nelson. Yep. Now Bischoff for 3. No, that's off the front iron. Won't go. Offensive rebound, Whitty got it and one. And he'll connect on the free throw as well. 11:39 to go here in the first half. Again, Davies with that 3/4 court press and nearly got the turnover. Davies fans wanted to travel. They're actually going to get a foul. I'll send Sam Strandell to the free throw line. 6'1" sophomore for the Knights. Back iron, no. Second one also will not go in. Mitzel get it to Bischoff in the backcourt. Quickly over the timeline to Moschenbacher. High post jumper off the rim won't go. Bischoff with the rebound to Nelson up top. Now over to Moschenbacher for another catch and shoot three. That grazes the front of the net, won't go. Knights get the rebound, bring it back over the timeline quickly, and then they'll lose it. Pass up to Moschenbacher, and he lost it off his fingertips, but saved it. Whitty, now Brenner Nelson will try for a three, and no, it's a travel. Shuffled his feet as he was taking the shot, and that's too bad because he made the shot, so. They'll work it in there for Newton. Both teams have, well, actually 6 for the Knights and now 5 for the Eagles, and there'll be a baseline inbounds pass will be triggered by Tyler Renz, a 5'7" junior. Pushes it into the corner. Back inside, I think that was Strandell, and it was. No, check that. It was Newton. Missed the shot. Bischoff near side, Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher with a one-handed lob pass to the far wing, and then they push into the corner for Mitzel. Whitty now out for Brenner Nelson. He'll try for a three. Too strong on that one. Rebound comes down to Strandell. Strandell back the other way, pushes it out into the corner. Now they're going to try and drive baseline out near side. Thought about the three. Lorenz didn't pull the trigger. Instead, he gets it into the hands of Varys. Now 2 quick passes later. Far corner for Strandell. Trying to drive baseline on Bischoff, and there's another foul. Or turnover, I should say. Trell Davis back into the lineup. Davis out to Bischoff. Beautiful looking three and a beautiful looking pass by Davis. Who will get the assist. Near side, that is Evan Walken, number 11. He'll feed it inside there against the double team, draws the foul. Inbounds pass to Bischoff. Bischoff over the timeline here for, that's Brenner Nelson. Nelson over to Latrell Davis. Davis drives into the paint, and no. Foul on the Knights. Team foul number 7. That'll send Davis to the free throw line. Second, I believe it's his second trip to the line tonight, this afternoon. That's in, and as a result, he'll get a second attempt. That one's going to be a little short. You could tell when it came off his hand, and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 9:06 to go. Knights will get the ball back. Bounce pass to Lorenz. Lorenz now near side here for Walken. Walken runs into a double team, needs some help. Gets it to Lorenz. It was tipped on the way into his hands though. Some strong defense here by Davies. They'll work it in for Newton. Newton out top. Lorenz for three, short. Beat the shot clock buzzer. Now another three. That one's rattles off the rim. Brenner with the rebound, gets it quickly to, I believe that's Bischoff, and now Davis. Davis will back up here high on the far side, get it to Bischoff in between the rings, back to Davis with a handoff there to Zach Mitzel, who cuts into the paint, and he's blocked by Newton, but right into the hands there of Whitty, and Whitty can't get the shot to go down. Quickly around the perimeter into the near corner, now back up top, wide open for three, Strandell, too strong. Rebound collected there by Whitty. Bischoff will tee up for three, and he got it. (29-9) here, and just under 8 minutes to go. Almost a complete line change here for Davies, as they have 4 players waiting to sub in at the next break in action. That three is a little bit off the mark there, out of the hands of Evan Watkin. Baseline jumper from Whitty, a little short. Loose ball, scramble for it, and somewhere in the mix is a foul. And now we'll have the substitutions for Davies. Moschenbacher, you got Prudhomme, Hills, and who's the other one coming in? Savageau. Going to the free throw line is Nick Veras, 5'7" junior. Rebound to the Eagles. Savageau brings it over the timeline. Moschenbacher drives into the paint. Prudhomme down low, off the glass and in. Give the assist to Moschenbacher, 7:05 and counting. Lorenz being guarded by Davis. And a travel. Davis brings it over the timeline here, and it goes right towards the hoop. Tried to feed it to Prudhomme. It was off his fingertips, out of bounds. Davis may have been better off just taking the shot. He was in a good position to get a release on it, but an unselfish play there resulted in a turnover. So not necessarily a bad thing, even though the result wasn't what they were looking for. Lorenz, and he's stuffed by Prudhomme, and Prudhomme is going to go towards the basket and lay it in. Brady Savageau right there for the tip in, had it bounced out. Savageau's vertical on there. He may have been able to dunk it back in had it tipped out. Over to Lorenz, high on the far side. He'll look for a screen, dribble over the near wing, and now pulling up for three, and it's off the mark. That was Veras. Rebound Knights underneath, though. They'll get it to Strandell here in the near corner. And I believe that's a reach-in foul on Moschenbacher. We'll wait and check, wait and see for sure here. And it is indeed on Moschenbacher, his first team's 8th. 1-on-1 bonus here for Strandell. Has to make one to get one. And no. Davis over the timeline, gets a screen from Prudhomme. Now Hills weaves through defenders to the basket, puts it in. Nice job. 5:19 and counting. And he will draw the foul there as well. Free throw in for Veras. That one will not drop in. Davis quickly over the timeline. Now he slows down, lets his teammates set up, and finds a lane, and that'll be a travel. Carried the ball on his hip there as he's looking to pass it. They had Lorenz out in the corner there, and Newton taking a little bit too long and accidentally moved his pivot foot. Over to Davis, 4-3. Yes, he got it. Hand it off to Lorenz as he'll dribble back up top there, being guarded by Savageau. Nice pass down low. Weave that pass through defenders, and the only negative is they did not get the bucket. Now Savageau back the other way, and Davis with the rebound up and in. And a loose ball, and Davis will pick it up, and he has an opportunity here, and he tried to dunk it, and it would not go in. Savageau couldn't tip it in either. And once again, 4 substitutions coming right now for Fargo Davies. So Savageau will bring it over the timeline here. He'll get a screen from Whitty. Push on the corner, Bischoff for 3, short. Loose ball rebound, Lorenz back the other way, passes it, and had to save it. No, he did not successfully do that. His foot went on the line before he could launch the ball back in bounds. And Bischoff, now Savageau. Savageau into the lane and tried to get it to go in off the glass, and the loose ball was picked up there by Veras. Veras will go all the way to the hoop, and he will get the bucket in. Nice job there by Nick Veras for the Knights. Three from Nelson won't go. Another rebound by Veras. Veras quickly just going to the hoop. Now gives it up there for Newton. He'll sneak around a defender, and it will count. He'll go to the line to try and get one more. Stops the clock with 2:37 to go. And Newton connects on the free throw. Zach Mitzel gets it to Bischoff. Still in the backcourt here. Now they get it to Savageau over the timeline. Quickly over to Mitzel. Mitzel down to the baseline. Blocked by Newton right into the hands of Carter Whitty. He couldn't get that basket to go. And the Knights, Strandell will pull down the rebound and bring it back over the timeline. Strandell tried to kind of hand it off there to Lorenz. Lost the handle on it. Knights able to keep possession as Veras works it inside, and then a loose ball turns into a foul on Fargo Davies. Joe Newton will go back to the free throw line. One of two. Just over 2 minutes to go here. Nelson's three won't go. Back the other way here, that is Varus. Kicks it over for Lorenz. Step back three. No, off the back iron, won't go. Nelson pulls down the rebound, gets it to Bischoff. Up top for Whitty, now Savageau, and a travel. Stops the clock with 1:32 to go here in the first half. Knights will get the ball back, and triggering the inbounds pass will be Evan Walken. They'll go into Lorenz. Lorenz will bring it up top of the key, now cut down the far side of the lane. And his defender went up into the air, but Whitty was able to block him. And now back the other way at the high post. Mitzel puts it in. About a 12-footer there for Mitzel. Up top there, Strandell. Strandell spins around in the paint, and it rolls off. Bischoff gets the rebound. A for effort. The only thing that didn't go right there was the ball going through the net. And speaking of going through the net, that's Brady Savageau giving us an example of how that's done. Near side, it's Walken. Now works up top for Newton. Newton trying to go inside at the free throw line, and there's a foul. 32.6 seconds to go. And Newton will go back to the free throw line. I believe it's his 4th trip to the line, if I'm not mistaken, here in the first half. Double bonus, and the first one of that one goes in. Maschenbacher checks in for Whitty. Whitty will go to the water cooler for a drink, and the second free throw is also in. Maschenbacher back over to Bischoff, quickly over the timeline there, and that's a good way to break a press. And now Maschenbacher traveled. He shuffled his feet as he was looking over on the far side and also debating if he should maybe tee it up for that three. And as a result, it resulted in a turnover. Up top for Newton. Newton looking at Lorenz, and he'll get it to him. And now a set of screen on Maschenbacher. Pushes it out to the corner for Strandell, and at the buzzer, it's short. That'll bring us to halftime. And we'll take a timeout here and be back with the second half in a few minutes. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency, or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency, with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Bend. Nutrition for the win. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
Hey, welcome back. Halftime here of the junior varsity game, and it's 45-18 in favor of the Fargo Davies Eagles. We're about 4 minutes away from the start of this one. Both teams are back out on the floor warming up here, getting ready for the second half, and we'll be ready for the second half in a couple of minutes as well. Be right back. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in. All right, welcome back. We're ready for the second half of play here. First free throw off. Once again, it's Strandell at the free throw line for the Knights. Next one's in. One for two. Hills over the timeline into the hands of Maschenbacher. Maschenbacher looking at Davis, gets it back to Hills, back over to Maschenbacher. Long three, 22-footer in. Nice job by Ian Maschenbacher on that triple. 19 feet from the arc to the basket, and as you can see, he was a good 2-3 feet behind that arc. At least a 21-footer there. Lorenz banks it in off the glass, just inside the free throw line. Nice job by Lorenz to be patient there, get the defenders to commit to going up into the air, and that allows him to take an extra second to get an open look at the basket and put it in. Hills up top. Free throw line jumper, no, too strong. Battle for the rebound, tipped around quickly up court. That is Varys, I believe, and that one will not go in. Battle for the ball underneath, and what's the call? They're going to call kick. Kick, and the ball will go back to Fargo Davies. Moschenbacher being guarded in the backcourt there by Walken. A couple passes later, Prudhomme has it. Up top, now quickly Moschenbacher for three. Yes! Back-to-back threes for Ian Moschenbacher. Work it up top for Strandell. Now over to the far side, that is Varys. Varys spins around, Strandell in the corner, works it down to Newton on the low block, being guarded by Prudhomme. Turns around, too strong off the back iron. Latrell Davis with the rebound, then he gets tripped up by Moschenbacher unintentionally, and as a result, they'll lose the ball out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Knights. In the near corner here, I believe that's Walken. And it's taken away by Moschenbacher. Puts it in the hands of Savageau. Tipped into the hands of Latrell Davis. Now back to Hills for three. In and out. And Prudhomme's right there to tip it in. And a poor pass there as it went off the side of the shoe of Varys out of bounds. And back to Fargo Davies. Moschenbacher looks to drive into the lane, and a 10-footer's up and in. Near side, now they work into the corner there for Strandell, being guarded by Davis. Strandell's going to drive the baseline and push out to the far corner, and now he'll get Hills to commit to go into the air. That allows him to drive into the paint. Lorenz can't get the shot, though, and back the other way. Moschenbacher for three. That's his third three in this half alone. I believe it's on 4 possessions, too. That one rolls off the rim. Hills with the rebound. Hills up for Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher pass across the paint to Brady Savageau. Savageau called for it, and Moschenbacher saw him and fed the ball, and now we have a timeout, and we'll have some substitutions here for Davies. .14:31 to go. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Allstate, Fred Hage Agency, Van Dam Chiropractic, Challenge Nutrition, Prolon of Fargo Moorhead, and multiple Davies families, bringing you boys varsity, girls varsity, and boys junior varsity. And on a rare occasion, we can sneak a girls junior varsity game in as well. Matter of fact, we'll have our next girls junior varsity game coming up here in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, when Davies hosts West Fargo. We'll have 4 games for you that day. We'll have the girls JV, the boys JV, the girls varsity, and the boys varsity. And we'll do it the same way that we did the games against Fargo North. I believe it'll be the boys JV playing in the other gym, and we'll have a camera set up over there. And if we can get somebody for play-by-play, we will, but we'll at least have the game streamed. Not sure about the play-by-play on that one yet. We don't quite have enough people to do all that. Lorenz in and out, won't go. Bischoff gets the rebound. Up top, Moschenbacher thought about the three. Now he will take the three. He's got 4 in this half. He is just on fire right now. And they've all been swished, too. There's nothing that's been, like, rattled in or nothing that was questionable that may or may not go in. They've been confident three-point shots, and they've all been swish, 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 and swish. And now loose ball picked up right in front of the sideline by Lorenz. Can this one go swish? No, that one's off the mark. As Mitzel gets it to Bischoff. Bischoff dribbles over to the far corner. Maschenbacher, another three. No, off the front of the rim. Can't make them all, I guess, but you're not going to complain about that percentage either. So nice pass from Maschenbacher to Carter Whitty. Is walking now up top for Strandell. Strandell puts it up and in. Nice job there by Sam Strandell, 6'1" sophomore. Baseliner for Whitty won't go. He rushes in, gets his own rebound, spins around, partially blocked by Newton. Newton falls to the deck, and now quick pass up court. And it's off the glass and in, and one. With the basket, I believe, is Veris. Yep. And he'll go to the line to try and get one more. James Simliascu will check in at the next break in action. Maschenbacher. Maschenbacher into the paint, kicks out. Mitzel for three. No, that's off the side of the backboard, and a whistle will stop the clock with 12:08, and we have a foul here on Fargo Davies. So James Simliascu comes in, and that is, I believe, Raymond Brown. Let me double check. Yes, a 5'10" freshman, Raymond Brown. Lorenz pushes it far corner for Veris. Veris dribbles back up top, tries to feed it in, loose ball. I think that's Newton, and he will get it and one. So Newton will go to the line, try and convert on the three-point play. Off the front of the rim, won't go. Battle for the rebound, picked up by Raymond Brown. Brown will slow down, bring it over the timeline for Simliascu. Askew with the bounce pass, back to Brown, back to Simliascu, back over to Bischoff. Back over to Raymond Brown in the corner, looking inside for Mitzel. Turns and is blocked / fouled. So Zach Mitzel will go to the free throw line. In. That one's not in. 1 for 2. Newton will keep it from going out of bounds and get it to Strandell, who'll bring it over the timeline. Strandell hands it off for Veris. Veris looking at Lorenz, fires it near side here for Walken. Strandell backs in his defender and travel. So Simliascu will trigger it into Raymond Brown, and Raymond Brown will bring it over the timeline with 11:01 and counting to go. Simliascu inside for Zach Mitzel, outside Brenner Nelson for three. No, off the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Veris. Veris for Strandell, ball is tipped into the hands of, I believe that's Walken on the far side, and I think that may have been partially blocked by Bischoff. I'm not sure, though. Mitzel all the way back, and that will draw a foul and stop the clock with 10:36. Zach Mitzel at the free throw line. In. And that one's in as well. 2 for 2 for Mitzel from the free throw line. Lorenz brings it over the timeline. Now Varys, ball above his head, looking inside, puts the ball on the floor, one dribble, now needs some help. Gets it to Walken. Walken dribbles down towards the corner, now comes back out to the wing. Far side, Strandell being guarded by Raymond Brown. Strandell with a high post jumper, short. That'll be a shot clock violation. So the ball did not hit the rim. And now more substitutions here for Davies. Carter Hills back in along with Moschenbacher, Prudhomme, Latrell Davis, and that is Brady Savagel. Now back up to Hills. Hills again for 3. No, in and out. Rebound comes down to Newton. Newton will get it to Strandell. Strandell nearly lost it, got it back. Ref was saying it was tipped, so no carry there, or double dribble. Strandell drives baseline, cuts the pass into the paint for Newton. Newton patiently drops it in off a dribble. Savagel gets it. Gets around the defender and off the baseline, and Prudhomme is there to tip it in. That's like his, at least his second, if not his third tip in of the game. Coach has got to be impressed with that one. A near steal by Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher tried to say it was over and back, but there's no doubt about it. He touched it, and that allows the Knights to get it. And now a whistle there and a travel, and the Eagles will get it back anyway. So 8:53 to go here in the second half. Moschenbacher's had the hot hand here in the second half. And let's see if he still has it. Yes, he does. That's his 5th 3 of the second half. I wasn't keeping track in the first half. I'm not sure how many 3s total he has, but he has 5 here in the second half. He's actually 5 of 6. He's only missed 1 of his 3-point attempts. Moschenbacher over the timeline for Hills. Back to Moschenbacher. Back to Hills. Now inside, high post jumper from Whitty is up and in. Nice job by Strandell to get the bucket. Davis to Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher over the timeline. 7:50 to go. Back over to Davis. Davis will, let's see, charge or a defensive foul. I believe it's a defensive foul. And that is indeed the case. It's the 4th personal on Nick Varys. long three is short. You could tell that was short coming out of his hand. Should took maybe a step in, and he would have drained that one. 5 of 7 in the second half here for Maschenbacher from behind the arc. And had he taken a step in, he would have been 6 of 7. He's gonna try again. It's in. That's unbelievable here. 6 of 9. 3 back the other way is also in. Nice job there by Evan Walken to get the triple back. Maschenbacher, they're leaving him open for another one. That one's off the mark. Can't make them all, but sure think that he can. Making those three-pointers look like they're free throws. Lorenz pushes it to Newton. Check that. Yeah, Walken. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. Off the mark. Hills with the rebound. Now Davis. Maschenbacher inside. Turnaround at the high post. Off the back iron. Won't go. Battle for the rebound is won by Newton. And Newton will get it to Lorenz. Handoff there for Walken. Let's see, that's a new number. That is Counter Pipecorn, if I'm saying that correctly. Number 40, number 43 for the Knights. Some new faces on the floor for Davies, including James Simley-Askew, Raymond Brown. You got Brenner Nelson, Zach Mitzel, and Javin Bischoff into the lineup now for Davies. And that pass is stolen by Nelson. Gives it to Simley-Askew. He'll bring it over the timeline. Pushes over for Nelson. Back to Simley-Askew. Back to Nelson. Now they work it inside for Mitzel. Mitzel. They're saying he fouled him, and he might have. He might have fouled him with the hand that didn't block the shot. That's probably where the contact came from. Mitzel's first one's off the front rim. Both teams have 6 now. Once again, that's I'm gonna go Pipecorn. I think that's I'm not 100% sure, and if I'm saying that wrong, I do apologize. And that three's off the mark. And that he was not expecting that. Came off his forehead there, and hopefully it didn't hit him too hard there. He's brushing it off. Kind of like in baseball, they always say watch out for fouled away pitches, and well, that was a fouled away basketball right there. Bischoff with the 3 from the near corner. 82-34. Just under 5 minutes to go as Lorenz has it, being guarded by Brown. That's Walken with the bucket. And a foul at the midcourt stripe. '17 fouls will send the Eagles to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 bonus. Bischoff has to make the first one to get a second one. And he'll get that second one. .438 to go, and he got the second one as well. Strandell dribbles over to the far wing, hands it off for Lorenz. Lorenz will get the screen, dribble in, now pop it out. Walking for three. Yes, he got it. Nice shot. Drained that one with no problem at all. Mitzel here in the corner. Fires it back up top for Bischoff. Back inside from Mitzel. Mitzel, too strong off the glass. Raymond Brown hustles in for the rebound. Bischoff for three, yes! Just under 4 minutes to go here. Davies is averaging 10 points a minute. Maybe 10 points every 90 seconds, actually. That one will not go in. It was a nice pass. Bischoff gets it here to Brenner Nelson, back to Bischoff. Mitzel with the free throw line jumper, too strong. Rebound comes down there to Walken. Walken will go all the way to the hoop, and that one will not go in. And Newton with the rebound underneath and the follow-up. Nice job there by Newton to get the basket. Nelson will just tee it up for three. That one oddly came off the rim there. And Simliaski will lose it out of bounds, but they're saying Newton. No, there's a foul on the play. So we'll march all the way down to the other end here for free throws. At the line is James Simliascu. And that free throw is a little bit off the mark. He'll get out to Bischoff. Put on the line, too. Strandell hands it off for Lorenz. He'll tee it up for three. That one bounces off. Loose ball rebound, and that one won't go. Bischoff will get the defensive board. Simliascu will bring it up the court. Bischoff will try for another three. Rolls it around and in and out. Bischoff will get the ball back. Simliascu. Bischoff open. He'll take it, and no, that's too strong off the back iron. Ball's poked loose out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Knights. Pipecorn off the glass and in. Quickly down low from Mitzel, off the glass and in as well. Pipecorn for three. In and out and in. Nice. Some back and forth baskets here on multiple possessions. A minute 19 to go. Mitzel gets stuck, dead ball, and possession will favor Davies. Nice job there by Strandell to get it loose. Officials on the ND Sports Channel haven't had much success at getting those balls out here this season. I believe they're like 6 for 10 on attempts here. That three's a little bit off the mark. Just under a minute to go, 59 seconds here. 91 to, let's see. They had 94 on the scoreboard earlier, and now they have 91, so we'll take 3 points off for Davies. Simile Askew with the basketball. Bischoff down low, back out top. 3 on the way, Brenner Nelson. That one will not go. Rebound chased down by Lorenz. 33 seconds to go. And that one will not go. On offensive rebound, follow up and in for Newton. Raymond Brown has it. Now Mitzel, and looks like they will hold it here. And a foul is coming. That was probably an unnecessary foul by Newton, as it appeared as if Davies was just going to let the clock run out. And now, as a result, Mitzel will go to the free throw line with a chance to tack on at least 1, if not 2 more points here. And I don't know if he intentionally missed that, but we're good. It looked like that may have been the case. Bischoff will get the rebound, and that will do it. Your final score, 91-48 here in the JV game. We're going to go off air in a little bit, get things set up for the varsity game. We'll be back in probably 10 minutes or less with your pregame show for Fargo Davies and Grand Forks Central, the rematch, coming up in about 10 minutes here on the ND Sports Channel.